You've probably seen videos claiming the government shutdown just ended and Trump signed something to send you $2,000 checks. Some are saying the White House confirmed it, that payments are coming soon and you need to get ready. I need to stop you right there. Before you update your bank information, before you make any plans with that money, before you share those videos with your friends, you need to know the truth. Because what I'm about to tell you might disappoint you, but it could also save you from making a big mistake or falling for a scam. I'm going to show you exactly what's real, what's made up, and most importantly, buried in the middle of this video, I'll reveal the specific technique these misleading videos use that makes them so believable, even to smart people like you. If you're on Social Security, if you're struggling with bills, if you've been hoping this $2,000 is real, stay with me. You deserve the truth. Let me start by telling you what really happened. With actual dates, you can verify yourself. Back in July 2025, President Trump posted on his Truth Social account about sending Americans a tariff dividend of $2,000. He said this money would come from taxes collected on imported goods, what we call tariffs. He wrote that it would go to low and middle income Americans, and that people with high incomes wouldn't get it. That post went viral. Millions of people saw it and got excited about the possibility of receiving $2,000. Then, in August 2025, Senator Josh Hawley from Missouri introduced a bill called the American Worker Rebate Act. This bill was designed to make Trump's idea into actual law. It proposed sending payments to working Americans funded by tariff revenue. The bill specifically mentioned including seniors on Social Security and people receiving disability benefits. So those two things, Trump's post and Hawley's bill, are completely real. You can look them up yourself. Now here's what happened next. Nothing. Senator Hawley's bill was introduced, but it never got a committee hearing. No other senators signed on as co-sponsors. There was no debate on the Senate floor. No vote was taken. The bill just sat there. And it's still sitting there today with no movement. No government shutdown occurred in late 2025. There was no 42-day shutdown that just ended. President Trump did not sign any amendment or agreement this week or this month. The White House has not issued any official confirmation about sending $2,000 checks. Those are the facts. Trump made a social media post months ago. A senator introduced a bill that went nowhere. And that's where things stand right now, exactly where they stood in August. Everything else you might have heard is either speculation, exaggeration, or completely made up. Now let me explain why you're seeing so many videos claiming this is happening right now, and why they sound so convincing. These videos use a specific technique, and understanding it will protect you from being misled in the future. Here's how it works. They take something real, like Trump's actual Truth Social post from July, or Senator Hawley's real bill from August, and they mix it with fabricated events. They'll say, the government shutdown just ended when no shutdown occurred. They'll claim, Trump just signed something when no signing happened. They'll say, the White House confirmed when no confirmation was issued. This is called a truth sandwich. You put a lie between two pieces of truth, and it makes the lie taste real. Your brain recognizes the true parts, so you assume the middle part must also be true. Then they add official-sounding language. They'll say things like, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt stated, or according to official White House statements. This sounds authoritative and legitimate, even when those statements never actually happened. They also use false urgency. Words like just, breaking, confirmed today, happening now. These words make you feel like you're getting insider information before everyone else, which makes you more likely to believe it and share it. Finally, they target people's real struggles. If you're on a fixed income and worried about paying bills, a video promising $2,000 relief hits you emotionally. You want it to be true, so you're less likely to question it carefully. The people making these videos know exactly what they're doing. Some are just trying to get views and make money from ads. Others might have political motivations. But regardless of why they're doing it, the result is the same. You get false information that can lead to bad decisions. Let's say, just for a moment, that Congress actually did pass this legislation and it became real. Even then, there are serious problems with how it would work. First, the money problem. According to the Treasury Department, tariffs have brought in about $195 billion so far this year. Now, if the government sent $2,000 to every American earning below a certain income threshold, let's say everyone making under $100,000, that would cost somewhere between $300 billion and $500 billion. Do you see the issue? They've collected $195 billion, but would need $300 to $500 billion. The money simply isn't there. Second, there's a legal problem. The president can't just take tariff money and send it out as checks. That money goes into the general treasury. For it to be sent to citizens as payments, Congress would have to pass a law specifically directing that money to be used that way. And right now, there's no such law. Third, and this is really important, tariffs aren't free money from foreign countries. Here's how tariffs actually work. When the government charges a tax on imported goods, the companies importing those goods don't just eat that cost, they pass it along to you by raising their prices. Think about your last grocery shopping trip. Maybe you noticed chicken costs more, or coffee went up, or your favorite cereal is pricier. Part of those price increases come from these tariffs. The same thing happens with gas, clothes, electronics, and household items. So if you did receive a $2,000 payment funded by tariff revenue, you wouldn't really be getting new money from the government. You'd be getting back some of what you already spent through higher prices over the past year. Depending on how much prices have increased in your area, you might have already paid more than $2,000 in extra costs. Since Senator Hawley's American Worker Rebate Act is the only real legislation that exists on this topic, let me tell you exactly what it says and where it stands. The bill was introduced in August 2025. If it had passed, here's what it would have done. It would provide direct payments to American workers, with the money coming from tariff revenue. It specifically included seniors receiving Social Security benefits, people on disability, veterans, and working Americans earning below certain income thresholds. The bill proposed creating a system similar to the pandemic stimulus checks, automatic payments based on tax returns and Social Security records. You wouldn't have to apply. If you qualified, the money would just show up in your account through direct deposit or as a paper check. Now, here's the current status of this bill. It's dormant. After Senator Hawley introduced it, nothing happened. No other senators signed on as co-sponsors, which means no one else in the Senate officially supported it. The bill was never assigned to a committee for review. There were no hearings where experts could testify about whether it was a good idea. There was no debate on the Senate floor, and certainly no vote was taken. You can verify all of this yourself by going to congress.gov. That's the official government website that tracks all legislation. Search for American Worker Rebate Act, and you'll see its status. Introduced, no further action. Why didn't it move forward? Without getting too political, passing major spending legislation requires broader support than one senator. Even in a Republican-controlled Senate, a bill that costs hundreds of billions of dollars needs careful consideration, debate, and compromise. Could this bill come back to life? Technically, yes. Bills can sit dormant and then suddenly get attention if circumstances change. But right now, there's no indication that's happening. Let me teach you exactly how to spot these misleading videos in the future, because this won't be the last time someone makes false claims about government payments. Red flag number 1, claims that something just happened without specific dates. Real News says on November 15th, 2025, the Senate voted. Fake News says the government just ended the shutdown without telling you when. If a video can't give you a specific date, be immediately suspicious. Red flag number 2, no links to official government sources. When I tell you about legislation, I can point you to congress.gov where you can verify it yourself. When I mention Treasury data, I can direct you to treasury.gov. If a video makes big claims but doesn't show you where to verify the information on a .gov website, that's a warning sign. Red flag number 3. Quotes without full attribution. Real reporting says Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said in a November 10 ABC News interview. Fake reporting says White House officials said. Who? When? Where? If they can't tell you, they might be making it up. Red flag number 4. Mixing real and fabricated events. This is the truth sandwich I mentioned earlier. They'll mention Trump's real post, then add a fake signing ceremony, then reference Hawley's real bill. The real parts make the fake parts seem believable. Always verify each claim separately. Red flag number 5. False urgency combined with vague timelines. A video might say, breaking news, but then say, payments could come in weeks or months. Which is it? If something is breaking news, there should be a specific timeline. If the timeline is vague, it's probably not actually news. Here's the simple test. Can you find this information on a government website ending in .gov? If not, it's probably not real. Now let me give you practical advice about what to do with this information. First, don't update your IRS information or bank details based on these false reports. Yes, it's always good to keep your information current, but don't do it because a video said $2,000 checks are coming and you need to prepare. That creates unnecessary urgency over something that isn't happening. Update your information when you have an actual reason, like you moved or changed banks or there's a real confirmed program. Second, absolutely do not make financial commitments based on this money. Don't tell your grandchildren you'll help with college tuition. Don't book a vacation. Don't promise to help family members. Don't make any decisions assuming this money will arrive, because it probably won't. Third, protect yourself from scams. This is critical. As soon as there's talk about government payments, scammers start calling. They pretend to be from Social Security or the Treasury Department. Here's what you must remember. No legitimate government agency will ever call you asking for your Social Security number or bank information to process a stimulus check. They won't ask you to verify your information to receive payment. They absolutely will not ask you to pay a fee to process your payment faster. If you receive any call like this, hang up immediately. Don't engage. Don't answer questions. Just hang up. Fourth, be very careful about sharing videos or posts about this topic. When you share something on Facebook that turns out to be false, you're helping spread misinformation to your friends and family. Before you share, verify the information on an official government website. Fifth, if you need financial help right now, focus on programs that actually exist today, not promises about payments that might never come. Since we're talking about financial struggles, let me tell you about assistance that actually exists right now. Programs you can apply for today, not someday maybe. SNAP benefits, which used to be called food stamps, help over 40 million Americans buy groceries. Many seniors qualify and don't realize it. Even if you receive Social Security, you might still be eligible for SNAP if your income is below certain levels. You can check your eligibility and apply at your state's social services website. LIHEAP, the Low Income Home Energy Assistance Program, helps pay heating and cooling bills. As we head into winter, this can save you hundreds of dollars. Every state runs this program differently, but you can find your state's program by searching LIHEAP plus your state name or by calling 211. Many states also have property tax relief programs specifically for seniors. If you own your home and you're struggling with property taxes, check with your county tax assessor's office. Some states offer deferrals, reductions, or freezes for seniors above a certain age or below a certain income. Medicare Extra Help is a program that helps pay for prescription drug costs. If you're on Medicare and your income is limited, you could get help paying for your premiums, deductibles, and prescriptions. You can apply at socialsecurity.gov or by calling Social Security. Many utility companies offer discount programs for seniors and people on fixed incomes. Call your electric, gas, and water companies and ask if they have any assistance programs. Some will reduce your monthly bill by 20% or more if you qualify. Local food banks aren't just for emergencies. Many seniors use them regularly to stretch their grocery budget. There's no shame in accepting food assistance. You paid taxes your whole life. These programs exist for you. These programs are real, they're available now, and they can help you today. Not months from now, not maybe, but today. Let me step back and talk about why all of this matters beyond just one false claim about $2,000 checks. We're living in a time when misinformation spreads faster than truth. Someone can post a video making false claims, and within hours, millions of people have seen it. By the time the truth catches up, many people have already made decisions based on the false information. This is especially dangerous for seniors. I'm not saying older Americans aren't smart. You absolutely are. But scammers and misleading content creators specifically target seniors because they know you're often on fixed incomes, you might be isolated and looking for information, and you might be more trusting of information that sounds official. When videos spread false hope about $2,000 payments, it creates real harm. People might delay paying bills thinking money is coming. They might turn down actual help because they're counting on a bigger payment that never arrives. They might share the information with friends who then make bad decisions. And they become more vulnerable to actual scams from criminals claiming to help them get their payment. Could $2,000 payments happen in the future? Technically, yes. Congress could pass legislation tomorrow if there was political will and agreement on how to fund it. But right now, as of November 2025, there is no active legislation moving through Congress for these payments. What should you watch for if you want to know when something real is happening? Look for these specific things. An actual bill with a number, like HR 1234 or S 5678. Committee hearings scheduled that you can watch on C-SPAN. Floor votes taken with actual vote counts, presidential signature on camera, and Treasury Department announcing an implementation timeline with specific dates. These are all concrete steps you can verify. Until these happen, there are no payments coming. Let me bring everything together and be completely straight with you about where things stand. Here's what's real and verifiable. President Trump posted on Truth Social months ago about $2,000 tariff dividends. Senator Josh Hawley introduced the American Worker Rebate Act months ago. Both of those things actually happened, and you can verify them. Here's what's not real. No government shutdown ended recently. No signing ceremony occurred. No White House confirmation has been issued. No payments are scheduled. No implementation plan exists. All of those claims are false. Could Congress still pass something like this? Yes, it's technically possible, but it would require actual legislation to move through both the House and Senate, get signed by the President, and then be implemented by the Treasury Department. That process takes time, usually many months, and right now, there's no indication it's even starting. My job in making this video isn't to get views by telling you what you want to hear. My job is to give you accurate information so you can make good decisions. I know it's disappointing to hear that these $2,000 payments aren't coming. I know many of you are struggling and were hoping this was real. I wish I had better news. But I'd rather disappoint you with the truth than mislead you with false hope. False hope can lead to bad financial decisions. It can make you vulnerable to scams. It can waste your time and energy preparing for something that isn't happening. What I can promise you is this. The moment actual legislation moves forward, the moment there's a real bill with actual progress, I will make a video telling you about it with all the verified details. Until then, I won't hype speculation or spread rumors just to get your attention. You deserve better than that. Before we finish, let me give you some action steps that actually make sense. First, bookmark congress.gov on your computer or phone. When you hear claims about new legislation, you can go there and search for it yourself. Type in keywords like stimulus payment or rebate act and see what actually exists. This gives you the power to verify information instead of just trusting what videos tell you. Second, follow official government social media accounts if you use Facebook or Twitter. The White House, Treasury Department, and Social Security Administration all have official accounts that will announce real programs when they happen. These will always have the verified checkmark. Don't rely on random accounts claiming to have inside information. Third, when you see videos making big promises, ask yourself these questions before sharing. Does this video provide specific dates? Does it link to official government sources? Can I verify this information on a .gov website? If the answer to any of those is no, don't share it. Fourth, talk to your family about spotting misinformation. Show them this video. Teach them the red flags we discussed. The more people who understand how to identify false claims, the less power these misleading videos have. Fifth, if you need help with your finances, talk to a real person. Call your local area agency on aging. Every county has one. They can connect you with programs you might qualify for, help you apply for benefits, and give you accurate information about what's available in your area. Write in the comments, "I want the truth, not hype." Let me know this kind of honest information is valuable to you, even when it's not exciting news. If this video helped you understand what's real versus what's fake, please subscribe. I promise to always tell you the truth, provide verifiable sources, and never fabricate events just to get views. Check out my next video about actual assistance programs you can apply for this week. Real help, not false promises. Take care of yourself, stay informed, and remember, if something sounds too good to be true and you can't verify it on a government website, it probably isn't true. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.